I'm Amy Kelly on location at the Tooele County Fair and joined with Sage Sagers and her lovely, well, look at this. I mean, I guess we could call it a pet, but what are you really doing with him?
Well, we're raising him for the stock show. We're gonna sell him. They sales tomorrow. Well, we spend all year working with them and then just take them here and show them. Yesterday was the showmanship class and today was the judging. And tomorrow's sale day, which is really sad because they come our pets.
So at what age do you get your lamb?
I think when they're about 6 months old. I'm not sure though.
Okay, and so how much does he weigh now?
He weighs 137.
137. So how does it work? Do you get paid more depending on the weight, or how's that work?
Yeah, so the floor price right now for lambs is $1.44 a pound. And so however much that weighs, that's how much you're going to get. And then people bid on it, so then that'll raise your price.
We were mentioning earlier when your dad was here, he was saying that it's really hard for you guys on the day of the sale.
Oh, yeah.
How do you get yourself ready for something like that?
You don't. It's like when you go in that sale, and tears just start going when people start bidding on them. This is my first year showing a lamb. Last year I showed a steer at the state fair. And it was so hard.
So tell me, between the two, which is easier to raise, the steer or the lamb?
Lambs are easier for my schedule because I'm always gone rodeoing. But steers, you just have to have time and patience. I was going to show a steer this year, but he got real aggressive because I didn't work with him really. And he's big, and he put me over the fence a couple times.
Well, I think this would be a better size than for you, obviously, because you're just a tiny little thing. So tomorrow's the big day. How much you hoping to get for him?
Probably at least 300.
Oh, my goodness.
Like right now, the floor price is 200 for him as is.
But it looks like you've done a good job with him. Now, what's his name? Do you have one? You avoid naming them? Is that what you try to do?
When I first got him, we told him to jump out of the trailer and he wouldn't, and then he took a big old leap out of there. So my sister decided to name him Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Well, he's a cutie. And what do you think about that, huh? Okay, I guess he won't say anything now. He's been all talk earlier. But you've been watching TooeleTV. I'm Amy Kelly. Thanks for watching. Well, you know, we're just fooling around out here at the Tooele County Fair, and you can see who we're going to interview now. How you doing? Okay, never mind. So how are you doing? Are you excited? Tomorrow's the big day.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm going to cry when I see my baby Gator go.
Oh. And that's his name, Gator?
His daddy is Swamp King, so I thought it would be funny just to name him Gator.
Oh,
and plus
cute.
it kind of like fit with him when I was working, because all he would do was like bulldoze me over and just bite and nibble on me and roll.
Now, you know, we didn't tell everybody who you are. You better tell them your name.
I'm Nicole Rathel, and I'm from Tooele, Utah.
Well, and you've been doing this for how long?
I've been doing this since I turned 9.
Now, and I noticed he's all really clean shaven. How hard is that to do?
Slick shearing, you're supposed to slick shear the day before or the day you get here. And after you normally shear them, you would get like cattle shears or really smaller shears and just like push and go straight. You never angle or you're going to nick them and cut them.
Oh, I was going to say, it probably gets hard to get too close in on there.
Yeah.
What do you do with the wool? Do you keep it? Somebody make socks out of it?
Well, we keep our wool and we sell it to one of our wool buyers because they still spin. And so they make tank tops, white button-up shirts, jeans, socks.
Out of wool?
Yeah.
Jeans?
Yeah.
Who knew?
But the,
Wow.
But the hard part about slick shearing is when they're on the stand and you have to get in their belly. You have to lift up their front and hope that they'll lean over on you to get under. And
So
then
do you just train them to do that?
Well, not on the stand, no. If they go on the stand, then you're hoping they'll not resist and try to jump off, because if they do, then they're going to hang themselves on the headstock.
Oh, my God.
But other than that, our lamb slick shearing this year was really good. They minded perfectly well. They jumped up on the stand, and they just behaved really well.
Do you know something I noticed about you country gals is that you're real tough. You know, I think it'd be tough to do what you're doing. You guys seem to know how to get down and dirty, but you clean up real nice.
Yeah, on the sale day, that's the worst day, because then you get your waterworks activated and you go cry to your dad or your mom because you don't want your animal to go. And Gator, ever since he was a baby, when I got him in February, he was about 5.5 months old. I went and I sat in that barn and I was getting him used to human touch, and he would just come over and lay in my lap and start taking a nap and just hang out with me. And then when he got older, he turned into a real butthole with the halters and training. But now he's grown on me, and I don't want to see him go tomorrow.
I don't blame you, hon. Well, wonderful. And what's something you would say to somebody who's never raised a sheep and is interested in maybe starting to do something like that?
I'd say if you're starting to raise a sheep, I would go and ask one of your friends if they know how, or somebody you know, and ask them what the big details are. Like, you gotta watch if they have a broken leg, you make a homemade splint. If they're sick and prolapsing, you gotta take them to the doctor, or if you are a veterinarian at home, then you'll know how to deal with that.
Well, you have been, like I said, one tough cookie, and you're too skinny to be able to do this. You don't look like you have the muscles to manhandle this thing, you know?
It's better to start them when they're young and halter break them so that they know how to lead and that they get all the muscle where you want them, in their butt and in their top and in their shoulders. And then we would exercise them from 6 in the morning to about 7:45, and then feed them, and then work them another hour and a half, and then do the same thing at night. And it's just based on how you exercise, because we run our lambs, and it gets the muscle up in their butt and in their racks.
See, I was going to ask you, you said they're funner than a dog. Tell me why.
They're funner than a dog because when you're halter breaking them, they tend to run at you, they run away from you, they jump at you, and sometimes they'll just drop on the ground and just, nah, I'm done.
They just, you know.
Yeah.
They're in charge. Well, Gator, you've been a great guy. Appreciate you. Good luck tomorrow on your big day. You're going to do it. Break a leg. I mean, no, don't. Well, thanks for joining us, hon. It's been fun talking to you.